there, Cancer. How's it going? NICO, Scarlet Moon here with your weekly forecast for the week starting April 27th, 2020. And yeah, I'm not appearing on video, and that's something I'm actually toying with for the future when it comes to my horoscopes. Not my non-horoscope videos. You'll be seeing plenty of me in my non-horoscope videos, but when it comes to horoscopes, it's started to get a little easier for me if I can just look at everything all at once. I've been approaching a space in my spiritual work, my own spiritual practice, my own spiritual journey, where slowing down and doing things step by step is getting harder and harder and harder to do. And that's a conversation I've been having in my updates and community posts and non-horoscope videos for a while, so that's probably not a surprise to a few of you. But what I'm going to be doing is, something a bit different. My horoscopes, I need to be able to just lay it out, record it, read it, edit it, and get it up, right? I can't do it in the conversational sort of way that I was doing before, because it just pulls me off my wavelength and I kind of step down from the frequency I'm at whenever I stop, because it's this very strong 0 point dynamic that I've kind of approached, where I'm actually just getting all this information in a whirlwind, and I want to be able to stay in that. It feels strong, it feels right, and so that's how things are going to go for horoscope videos. But like I said, for non-horoscope videos, you'll be seeing plenty of me. Also, if you ever want to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, and of course, the incoming wave video will be coming out here shortly as well. So, what is happening when it comes to this coming week? Well, Cancerian people, this week is about a huge rebalance, getting everything in a place where it belongs. The way I would describe it is it's sort of a great equalizer kind of week. The Justice card is giving your archetypal theme the presence of a very strong enforcement of equivalent exchange, balance, equity, equanimity, things being proportionately distributed where they belong, whether it's where they need to go or back to their source. And that can be a very positive energy that enforces itself in a way that might be uncomfortable for certain people around you or certain interactions that you have, because, well, when it comes to, depending on where a person is in their own personal development, that's not something that they are always mindful of, right? When we talk about things going where they belong, in perfect proportion to whom and what it actually belongs to, not just anybody, not just in any proportion, that can be kind of an interesting lesson to learn about personal mastery, successful manifestation, keeping your energies and your vibrations healthy, strong, and on the up and up. Now, with the Justice card upright, this is going in a way that is working in the favor of everybody, whether it's in their favor of teaching them a valuable life lesson, or in their favor in terms of equalizing things that have been out of balance for too long. Because what we see with the rest of these cards is that this whole week is about things getting reorganized. Unfair agreements, unfair dynamics when it comes to maybe power, resource distribution, credit, work responsibilities, who's doing what. This is all getting figured out, fixed up, and cleaned up this week. But I want you to understand that you've also got to keep an eye on your own words, thoughts, actions, and deeds as well. No fair throwing things at people that it has nothing to do with, because with the Justice card, I can tell you right now, if you reach out your hand that way, you will draw back a nub. So make sure that everything is going to where it belongs and that everything is in proper proportion, because this great equalizer energy is going to be calling back all kinds of positive things to you as well. We have all kinds of, positive energy, whether it's resources, new opportunities, things that have been maybe blocked from you, things that have been kind of held at arm's length from you, things that maybe have been wrongfully given or misappropriated to or by other people. Things are getting shuffled about. It's a wonderful, wonderful week. When it comes to, the social aspect of the day-to-day stuff, though, with the Knight of Swords reversed, we might be encountering some folks, I'm sensing, especially when it comes to work, when it comes to school, clients, customers, peers, colleagues, things might not necessarily be so easy for them to adjust to. With the Knight of Swords reversed, I am definitely feeling that some folks have really enjoyed things being out of balance. Maybe it's favored them a little bit. They're getting credit where credit's not due. They're able to fly under the radar, or maybe they know perfectly well that under the impression of being maybe a shark or somebody who is street smart, they've, maybe screwed a lot of people over. Well, with this and the Justice card, I kind of feel like that is not going to fly anymore. So, fakery, maybe misidentification of oneself, mischaracterization of others, again, anything that's disproportionate, especially when it comes to resource distribution, is really getting fixed up in this area of your life. Just be careful when it comes to folks who might know that they're in trouble and maybe actually act out or do things because they know they're in trouble, because sometimes they get into that if I'm going down, I'm taking everyone with me kind of place. Now, the Knight of Swords reverse is kind of interesting because it is showing here alongside with that Four of Wands that they're really kind of the thing that doesn't fit anymore. We're going to actually find that out about either a project, a work undertaking, an expense, a collaboration. There's somebody in this group, there's somebody kind of running the show, or somebody that we are sharing space with that does not belong. And it's ultimately, whether they rode somebody's coattails in there, lied their way in there, cheated their way in there, or faked it till they made it, it's not going to fly. Because the Justice card focuses on complete truth, complete honesty, and no fakery, no matter what the core intention was. And this is a week where you're going to be seeing a lot of masks flying off. Now, on the positive with the Four of Wands in reverse, this is also building a new platform for you, building a new platform of accomplishment, building a completely new support system around you, as well as a new source of security, a new way for maybe resources to amass around you, a new way for abundance to be attracted and kept in your space. We just have to clean out the old. We just have to purge the old. Because remember, the Four of Wands reversed is all about building. It's the setup. It's getting some new construction in there for you, which is overwhelmingly positive here. As we get to relationships, though, well, we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And so there's this focus going on in relationships where we're starting to get rid of things that maybe we've kind of held on to for far too long. They're proving to be things that are actually detracting from the relationship. The Seven of Pentacles reversed, yes, could indicate that maybe some of you who have been seeing somebody casually in the short term are actually choosing to walk away from a situation that's proving to be unhealthy, because maybe somebody in this situation is proving to not be in control of, their emotions, their impulses, their thoughts, actions, and deeds. Maybe there's something going on where there's a lack of proportion, a lack of equity, a lack of equanimity in this connection. It's not give and take. It's not both people bringing their best 100% to the table. And the Justice card and the Seven of Pentacles reversed is actually kind of pushing something out so that somebody that is actually, let's just say, going to cut the mustard is allowed to actually have that room in your life. Now, for those of you who are currently in established relationships, this definitely feels a little bit more like you and a partner making a mutual agreement to abandon something that has sort of been a mainstay in your guys' relationship together. And I feel like with the Four of Wands reversed in there, we are abandoning this because we actually see a better alternative, whether this is maybe something that we are doing as a couple in terms of expenses, friendship groups that we're hanging out with, or fake friends that we have around us. Quite possibly, with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, we could be deciding we don't want to pursue a certain goal, or we're tired of putting our energy, our resources into a certain thing. Maybe we're thinking about moving. This is a week where there is, once again, the great equalizing energy, what is fair will be enforced. And luckily, it is fairness that is, again, enforced on the topic of, or in the name of, equivalent exchange. Matching vibrations and matching contributions of energy. Nobody gets to escape that kind of thing, right? You don't really get to fly under the radar. If it's not an equivalent exchange and it's not a vibrational match, then it goes. But that might be a good thing, because maybe you've been feeling like things that are not a match have been stuck. They've been glued to the situation for too long. They're holding us down as a couple. They're holding us down as individuals. This is a week where you're going to see some real freedom. Just be careful. Some of these stories end abruptly because it would take too long to sort them out. Let them go so that everyone involved can actually have the highest outcome that they could possibly have. All right? So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because you all know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.